Hi guys, Mike Martin here. I'm now going to run through and quickly show you how to set up a call center for your Rank and Rent customers. So basically, if you've got Rank and Rent clients, if you set them up this way, you can very quickly switch them over to pay-per-lead model if they're not paying the bills under such things like that. So I'm just going to quickly run through and show you exactly how to do that. So first thing you do is you come into your call center, and I'll delete the one that we've currently got in here. It's just a test one. Okay, so you're going to come in to the call center and you're going to click on add new. Okay, when you add a new one in there, you're just going to, so we used in the previous video for the forms, I think we used Stephen the plumber, something along those lines. So let's say this was for him. You'd probably put his URL or something in there. We'd select the number that we want, which is the testing one there, and we'd select to record calls. Okay, and there's not much else you need to do down here. Reconnect calls, all calls are leads, pass call. None of this is really super important when you're doing it for a Rank and Rent client. So you just click next. What it's going to do is going to save that, and then you see you've got an option here that pops up after you've saved that, and when you click on that, that's going to say forward all calls to a single or multiple numbers, forward all calls to a single or multiple lead buyers. Right, this is the one that we want for Rank and Rent customers, and all we want to do is add a new number, pop Stephen's number in here, call it Stephen the plumber so we know who it is, and you don't really need any of this stuff. You can set it all up if you want, but you don't actually need it. And that's it. Now that's set up so that this number, you can put that on any website anywhere in the world that you want, and it will always redirect and it will always ring through to Stephen's number 24 hours a day. If he says I don't work weekends, okay, you say no problem, we won't send it through to you on a weekend. But then what you can do is obviously you can sell the calls that come in through that number by adding them to a different number on a weekend. It doesn't make any difference at all to him. Okay, but if he does want it to ring on a weekend and all the time and he wants to mess around, that's totally up to him. It's Rank and Rent. Okay, so you've looked at that situation. Right, the other thing is if Stephen now, like we used the example before, the 1st of May comes, doesn't pay his bill on time, and you then want to pass this out to people in the industry. So you want to pass this out to anybody in the industry. Now you notice this says alloy wheels here under industry. Now obviously Stephen is a plumber, so what we would do is we'd come in here and we change this to plumber. Okay, I'm sure there was one in there. We go, plumbing, sorry. So plumbing is the general term. If you remember, we set up 2 different industries for Stephen. We set up Stephen the plumber and plumber. Okay, so what would you do is we'd set this to plumber, and we come down here and we slip that to all matching lead buyers. Okay, wherever Stephen is based, so if he's based in Manchester, we set that as Manchester, UK. And then what's going to happen is any plumber that covers the Manchester, UK area are going to get a phone call every time this phone rings rather than it going direct to Stephen. You change it back to the other way if he decides. Obviously, you're going to go through here and set up saying this is a call from, if you want to accept it, press 1, and you can bill them after a certain length of time and so on and so forth. But you can then change this straight to a pay-per-call system just by changing those 2 tiny little things if Stephen doesn't pay his bill on time. Once Stephen comes back to you and says, okay, I need my calls back, well, why has my phone gone off? And it's like, you've not paid your bill. He pays his bill. All you really need to do is go back into here, do that. It will save Stephen's number in there for you. Click save, and all the calls will start going back to him. Every time now Stephen stops, because we've set that to plumber, every time Stephen is late with a bill, you come into this call, this phone number, it doesn't matter how many sites you've got this number on or where you've got it placed, he could have 50 sites purchased off you, all matching lead buyers, and that's going to literally send it out to all matching lead buyers. As you can see, we've got 3 in the system: Mike the plumber, Stephen the plumber, Brian the plumber. As you can see, I've set all them up, but that's going to go out to all of these guys because they're all set up as plumbers in this system. As soon as Stephen pays his bill again, back to just sending them to Stephen. Okay, so you can sell them calls for $25, $30, $40 each and make more money every time he doesn't pay his bill. Okay guys, hope that helped with you setting up your call center for your Rank and Rent guys. Cheers very much. Thanks, bye-bye.